Hello, all my Aquarian friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Maxine Taylor, and I've got your June forecast. Um, with everything going on in our world today, I think it's real important that everybody have their forecast. So I've got some interesting things to share with you. Let me show you. Okay. First of all, let's start with Mars. That's the red planet. Mars is passion, it's energy, it's war. It's what we fight with and fight for. And it starts out in your second house of money. And little secret, little astrological secret. When Mars is in your second house, you make money because you're fighting for it, because you're putting your attention on it, you're throwing yourself into it, and you're going to create money. It's been there for a while, and it's going to stay there till the 27th when it moves into your third house, and that's when you start sharing your ideas very directly, shooting from the hip, telling it like it is, getting bored easily, everything dealing with the third house and Mars in the third. So your ideas come first. Cool. Share them. The world needs them. Okay, let's now look at the sun, the yellow planet. Excuse me. I started talking with Aries, actually with the overview, and I hadn't stopped, and it's about time. So, looking at this beautiful sun, the yellow planet. The sun is the center of our life. It's in your fifth house of fun and games. It's in your fifth house of enjoyment and children. Now, this is the time to play. This is the time to have fun. And it says that the center of your life happens to be your children. Venus, the planet of love, it's pink, is retrograde. Venus brings blessings. Venus is love. It's happiness. But when it's retrograde, it doesn't quite deliver because it's retrograde. It's holding back. On the 25th, Venus goes direct, which is wonderful. And you'll be able to, even though Venus is still in the shadow of the retrograde, you'll be able to have more fun and your children will enjoy themselves more. Now, on the 20th, the sun moves into your sixth house of work, health, and service and lights it up. So your the center of your life becomes your job, your health. If you've had an issue, the sun is the giver of life. It can indicate improvement in your health, in your job, and in your ability to serve. Now, Mercury is retrograde, goes retrograde on the 18th. And wherever Mercury is what we think about and talk about. And so once again, when Mercury is retrograde, we don't start new projects, particularly those involved with work. And if we start a new project at work, it's either going to fizzle out or we're going to have to redo something about it. So just be prepared. That's just what's so. And the improvement after all this retrograde is over will be visible. We have 1 week when both Mercury and Venus are retrograde. That's from the 18th till the 25th. And this is the week of the tag team. You got both Mercury and Venus retrograde. It's going to be quite the double whammy. All over the world. Remember, it's all over the world. It's not just you or me. It's everybody. And so the area of children and fun and games, as well as work, health, and service, can be unsettled. After the end of July, I know it's a long time away, when both Mercury and Venus are out of the shadow of their respective retrogrades, things will be different. And the sun's going to shine again. Now, we've got 2 eclipses this month. And you know, eclipses are a signal change. We feel them quite strongly at least a week before they occur, and they're at their peak 3 to 4 months afterwards, which is September and October for these 2 eclipses. We have another eclipse in July, so it'll be September, October, November when we feel the power of the eclipses. So you want to join me next month when we go over that. Now, we have a full moon on the 5th, June 5th, in the United States. If you're halfway across the world, you may have a different date for the eclipse, for the full moon. This particular lunar eclipse is in 15 Sagittarius 34. Find 15 Sagittarius 34 in your birth chart. You might be saying, I don't have a copy of my birth chart. Well, I've got you covered. If you go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, you'll see that I have an offering. And that is a copy of your birth chart for $5. Now, it's doable. It is not an interpretation of your chart. I'm not going to be answering questions on your chart, but what I am going to do is send you a copy of your actual chart, which will also tell you which houses the planets are in, which signs they are in, and the aspects they make. So that it will be very helpful to you. Okay, so back to the full moon, the lunar eclipse. It is in the 11th house, which is your natural house in the natural zodiac. Friends, hopes, wishes, group activities. This is a time that all of your friendships can come to a head. You can reacquaint yourself with old friends, meet new friends, and the 11th house is hopes and wishes. This is a time to be planning for 3 to 4 months from now, when the eclipse is at its peak, to put some new plans and hopes and wishes into action. Then the new moon, which is 2 weeks later, is when things start moving forward. It's a solar eclipse in 0 Cancer 21. Again, find that in your birth chart. The new moon is in your 6th house of work, health, and service. So you get another kick in the butt, a helpful kick in the butt, because that is when your job moves forward, your health improves. I love this. So that's your forecast. I hope you'll join me next month when, once again, I share your forecast with you. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Peace out.